Right now, live at 5, an update on the deadly 4th of July parade shooting in suburban Chicago. New details on the gunman's plan. Plus,
Duluth police chief is calling on the community for support amidst a rise in teen gun violence in the city.
And later, after rainy, foggy weather postponed Northland fireworks shows, we tell you when you can catch the rescheduled festivities around the Northland.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Larissa Millis. New details tonight after a teenager shot and killed another teenager in Duluth's Indian neighborhood. It happened around 9:30 Saturday night near 16th Avenue East and 1st Street. Both the suspect and the victim were 17 years old. Tonight, police tell us they knew each other but couldn't share their names anymore about what led up to the shooting or how the suspect got his hands on a gun. We do know he's being held at the Arrowhead Juvenile Detention Center and will likely be charged this week. It'll be up to the St. Louis County attorney and judge to decide whether that will be in adult or juvenile court. But tonight, the community is also mourning a life lost too soon. CBS 3's Mitchell Zimmerman joins us live from the scene where a memorial has gone up. Mitchell?
Yeah, Larissa, a small memorial has gone up here at this scene. Now, DPD hasn't publicly identified the victim, but as you can see, it appears his name is Xavier. Community members writing things like he didn't deserve this and 17 is too young to die. Duluth Police Chief Mike Tuskin told us today there have been 3 violent gun-related incidents involving teens here in Duluth in the last month. They recently made an arrest in connection to the other 2 crimes, which police believed were related about 2 weeks ago. Tuskin says Duluth isn't alone in seeing an increase in teen gun violence. It's becoming a bigger problem nationwide, too. He questioned whether the pandemic and a lack of resources during that isolation and shutdown periods are playing a role. Regardless of the cause, Tuskin and his department asked the community to help drive down gun violence in the community.
Every one of us are brothers and sisters keepers. We've got to be, as a community, look for ways to engage our youth, look for ways to mentor them.
Chief Tuskin went on to say that it's important for parents and community members to get involved in their kids' lives and ask questions about what they are doing or who they hang out with. Now, he also says that it's important that the community should report any information they have on kids and teens having or using guns illegally.
Now, Mitchell, what is the best way to share that information with the police?
Yeah, Larissa, Chief Tuskin said if you do have any information, you can tell the police by calling the Violent Crimes Unit. And it's important to note that when you submit a tip to the DPD, you can do it anonymously.
All right, Mitchell Zimmerman live for us tonight. Thanks, Mitchell. Meanwhile, police are still searching for a suspect after 8 people were hurt while watching fireworks in Minneapolis. Police say the shooting happened around 11:30 last night at Boom Island Park. Witnesses were watching people light off fireworks when they heard several gunshots. Police say there wasn't a formal 4th of July event happening at the time. No word yet if authorities have identified a suspect. We also don't know much about the 8 people who were injured, other than some of them were seriously hurt. The city of Highland Park, Illinois, is in deep mourning today following Monday's shooting at its Independence Day parade. The death toll rose today to 7, with more than 30 others injured when a gunman opened fire from the rooftop of a local business as the parade marched by. Today, police released new details about how the gunman carried out his attack. Marissa Perlman has the latest from Highland Park.
Police say the man they believe carried out Monday's deadly parade shooting, 21-year-old Robert Cremo III, fired off at least 70 rounds from a high-powered rifle that he legally obtained.
We do believe Cremo pre-planned this attack for several weeks. He accessed the roof of a business via a fire escape ladder and began opening fire on the innocent Independence Day celebration goers.
The investigation reveals the shooter was disguised in women's clothing as he carried out the attack.
Investigators do believe he did this to conceal his facial tattoos and his identity and help him during the escape with the other people who were fleeing the chaos. Following the attack, Cremo exited the roof, he dropped his rifle, and he blended in with the crowd, and he escaped.
Officials say he then walked to his mother's home and drove away in her vehicle. He was apprehended about 9 hours later during a traffic stop. Police say they found another rifle in his car and more legal firearms at his home in a nearby town. Now investigators are pouring through videos of the incident and Cremo's social media accounts.
At this point, we have not developed a motive from him. We have no information to suggest at this point it was racially motivated by religion, or any other protected status.
The victims ranged in age from 8 to 85. Among those killed, Jackie Sundheim, who worked at a local synagogue, and great-grandfather Nicholas Toledo, who was visiting from Mexico. He was shot to death while watching the parade from his walker. Marissa Perlman, CBS News, Highland Park, Illinois.
Investigators believe the gunman acted alone and that his victims were random. They are still determining which charges to file. In Cloquet, new developments in the search for a man who tried sexually assaulting a woman he didn't know. It happened at 4 Wednesday afternoon on Carlton Avenue West near the golf course. A 69-year-old woman was out walking. She told police a man came up to her with a weapon, exposed himself, and demanded a sexual act. Police say he ran away and they haven't found him. But thanks to community members sharing surveillance video, they've nailed down a suspect. Authorities haven't named him, but say he's 5'5", skinny, and in his mid-20s. He was wearing all black clothing at the time, a ball cap, and has a thin mustache. Anyone with information should call Cloquet police. They're not sure if this was a targeted or random attack. Dave joins us for a quick look at the weather. Dave, it was a very foggy, cold 4th of July for a lot of people yesterday.
And awfully rainy for a lot of towns as well. So it's nice to hear that a lot of those events have been rescheduled here. And we'll talk about that in a few more minutes, so folks can see some fireworks they missed out on last night. Now let's talk about the place that's been staying wet for the longest of times, that zone up in northern Minnesota where they have the flood warning going on. And we're back to the Weather Service saying the flood warning is in effect until further notice. But it's been contracted a little bit since we last chatted. It now still continues, though, for places like International Falls, Rainy Lake West and East, Voyageurs National Park, Rainier, Island View, Ray, and Ericsburg. But other zones are having it a little bit easier. And tonight, we're not going to have it too rough. There's a low trying to push up from the southwest that might give us a 20 to 30% chance for showers tonight. But then high pressure starts taking over tomorrow, which could keep us dry all the way through parts of Saturday when our next rain chance comes aboard. So the short-term forecast says primarily Minnesota gets the shower chance tonight. Then by the lake, it's only going to be 65 tomorrow with partially sunny skies, but could be warmer inland. We'll talk about how warm in just a bit.
Still to come on Live at 5, a chance for 4th graders to get out and explore national parks for free. Details coming up in City by City.
The RV that I got here now, the base camp, I get it winterized and de-winterized, so I bring it over twice a year. My experience working with the staff here at Link RV has been nothing but great. I was impressed with how they treated me and how things have gone.
Oh, somebody ordered DQ.
Fernando, he's here.
The drumstick with peanuts blizzard and new caramel drumstick with peanuts blizzard, both with drumstick pieces and world-famous soft serve. That's 2 DQ All-Stars. Wait, for 2 MLB All-Stars?
No way.
Ooh, play it cool, Mr. Delivery Man.
Thank you, Poppy. That's so good.
Play it cool, big hitter.
Have a good blizzard. Have a great season.
Big day for everybody.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not 1, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-758-1647. Again, that's 800-758-1647. Construction season has begun here in Minnesota, but some projects are already seeing delays. We'll tell you why coming up.
Showers could last a little while longer, but then the dry period could follow.
Tonight at 6 on Live Local CBS 3.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kivakauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park tonight. Yesterday's gloomy weather is lingering today, but that fog looks to be finally lifting. Hopefully warmer temps and sunshine will be on their way. Dave will, of course, be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. Roses are in bloom here in the Twin Ports and story time at the Depot all summer long. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. We start tonight with an outdoor opportunity for fourth graders across the Northland. July is National Parks and Recreation Month, and the Wisconsin Historical Society is reminding residents of the Every Kid Outdoors annual fourth grade pass. The pass is good for an entire year and allows students and 3 accompanying adults to get in for free at all national parks. Homeschooled and free choice learners aged 10 are also eligible. Students can redeem their pass via an Every Kid Outdoors voucher. Next, we head to the Twin Ports. Now that the roses have bloomed, so have 2 annual traditions set for this weekend. On Saturday in Duluth, it's the 2022 Rose Fest in the Rose Garden at Leif Erikson Park. The free event runs from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Lots of things will be taking place, including garden tours, tips on caring for your roses, and a treasure hunt for the kids. Then on Sunday, it's Superior's turn with the 2022 Rose Show in the Billings Park Community Center. It'll be quite a sight with hundreds of rose varieties displayed side by side. That free event runs from 1:30 to 4:30 in the afternoon. And we wrap up in Duluth tonight with a twice-weekly story time running for the rest of summer. The Lake Superior Ojibwa Gallery, located on the 4th story of the Depot, is hosting children's story time each Wednesday and Saturday through Labor Day. Story times aim to introduce children to traditional Ojibwe teachings, and there will also be a wigwam to explore. Sessions are free and geared towards 2 to 12-year-olds, but all ages are welcome. Storytime starts at 1 p.m. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, we catch up with the paddleboarder aiming to become the first person with disabilities to paddle across the Great Lakes. His journey across Lake Superior coming up.
Temperature-wise today, we got to the normal, 77 versus 77. Tomorrow may become a little bit cooler, especially by the lake, thanks to an easterly wind. This would also mean another round of rain. Maybe for some towns tonight, yes, but a drier period is coming in for a few days. We talk about which days those will be after our break.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kivakauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Today, women with nighttime urinary incontinence don't have to wake up wet. Introducing the PureWick system, an innovative breakthrough system for managing female urinary incontinence at night.
Morning, Mom. Good morning. How did you sleep? Better, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay.
The PureWick system works outside the body to draw urine away, helping to keep skin dry and control odor. The PureWick system is a non-invasive option for management of moderate to severe urinary incontinence, helping to reduce the need for multiple changes at night or trips to the bathroom. Now, staying dry can be one less thing to lose sleep over.
Simply call 800-208-1498 to order now and find out why 9 out of 10 caregivers and users would recommend the PureWick system. For more information and to order, call 800-208-1498. That's 800-208-1498.
Get ready for the Challenge USA. 28 CBS reality titans, one ultimate showdown.
If there's anything I learned from Big Brother, is I'd have to go for it.
The Survivor players have the edge. We go hard.
I'm trying to prove something to myself.
The amazing racers can hang with the best of them.
A whole new challenge where anything can happen. Get ready for the Challenge USA. Wednesday on CBS.
on the run.
Never give up.
Beyond this gate is actually the border with Ukraine. We've seen people not just opening their hearts to Ukrainian refugees, but their homes. Where will you go?
I'm here for you.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
It was a major disappointment to many of us, of course, the heavy rains that came across on the 4th of July. And here's a look at what National Weather Service came across for 4 of the towns that they keep data for. Actually, these are the 4 towns they keep the climate data for. That's easily accessible, and we see that 83 hundredths of an inch fell for International Falls, 66 hundredths for Duluth, 30 hundredths or a third of an inch roughly for Hibbing. Ashland, a question mark here because one set of data indicates the letter M, which means missing data, and one source came in with 2 100ths. But if you look at one of those ketchup and mustard maps, as George Kessler used to call them, showing rainfall that fell yesterday, it looks like it was heavier there. So it could have been indeed heavier. Either way, though, we really could have put it off till today, perhaps, and enjoyed nice weather yesterday. But instead, we flipped the scenario. Today turned out to be fairly nice. And except for a chance for some showers tonight, it should stay pretty nice through the rest of the work week. Weekend could be a different story. Today's story says it's 59 right now at the airport in Duluth with a cloudier sky, thanks to a threat for some showers tonight. Wind currently is easterly 16 miles per hour. Relative humidity is 93%. And barometric pressure, it is a touch on the lower side at 29.99 inches of mercury. And that means a low is approaching us from the southwest, and that's where tonight's shower chance comes from. And so looking at the national Doppler map, there's the rainmaker from yesterday already off towards the east, and its wraparound is trying to keep some showers going here in our neck of the woods. Here's that second low coming in from the west and southwest, which would bring us a chance for some rain here tonight, primarily in Minnesota, but it's only a 30% chance for some rain. See, it looks like it's coming across the border fairly ominously, and then it starts bumping into, there we go, slightly drier air, and it starts to fizzle. So that's why a 30% chance for Minnesotans tonight for some showers, a lesser chance for Wisconsin and Michigan. And then by tomorrow, well, I think the low pressure system will have worked its way through our area, and then higher pressure from Canada starts to take over. So it'll slowly clear us up. May not completely do so tomorrow, but it'll also help cool us down a little bit. Lakeside temperatures tomorrow only in the 60s, but we could get into the lower 70s farther inland. Then this high dominates us in a dry way through Friday before the highway brings in a low pressure system for the weekend. That brings us our next rain chance. So here we go, 20 to 30% chance tonight in Minnesota for those showers. Low temps, 48 to 51 by the lake, and low 50s to maybe upper 50s farther inland. Wisconsin and Michigan, you most likely may get just a mostly cloudy sky, rubber baby buggy bumpers there. That was hard to spit out. But bottom line is your low temps will run 50 to 55. For tomorrow in Wisconsin and Michigan, there you get the low 70s right by the lake, but lower 70s inland. Partly sunny sky as the high slowly clears the sky, which it'll do in Minnesota as well, with lakeside highs in the upper 50s to mid 60s, then 67 to 74 inland. Any huge temperature increases coming for our summer now that we're into July? Well, by our standards, Sunday, Monday at 80 could be pretty warm. And then we've got a chance for some rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so fair through Friday, then a chance for a little more thunder, especially Sunday and Monday.
Thanks, Dave. A new outdoor classroom in Cloquet will help connect students with the indigenous culture. The Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College's new space is called the Megwayak Classroom, meaning in the woods. It will allow the school to put on workshops and demonstrations on how to prepare traditional foods like wild rice and maple syrup. They hope to have the classroom ready to go this fall. Some Northland communities are getting a second chance at 4th of July festivities tonight. Weather forced Cloquet, Silver Bay, and Madeline Island to reschedule their fireworks. Cloquet's will go off around 10:10 tonight with the movie in the park set for 8:30. Silver Bay's fireworks show will begin at dusk, and on Madeline Island, it's a 9:45 start time, with the ferry offering later rides than usual tonight. Meanwhile, Twin Ports residents will have to wait a little bit longer. Duluth has moved its fireworks display to this Friday. We're still waiting to learn exactly which, if any, Fourth Fest vendors or live music acts were able to reschedule. In Superior, city leaders are having a meeting Thursday to finalize their fireworks plans. A celebration on the North Shore this afternoon for a very special journey. Mike Shorman arrived at Agate Bay Beach on paddleboard around 2:30 this afternoon. Pretty impressive considering his 19-mile journey started early this morning all the way across Lake Superior in Port Wing, Wisconsin. Shorman wants to become the first person with disabilities to paddleboard across all 5 Great Lakes. Now he can cross off the 3rd lake on his list. Tonight at 10, Shorman shares the obstacles he overcame to make it to this point. He also tells us all about today's journey, which surprisingly was much faster than he expected. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets. Today's pet comes to us from Precious Paws Humane Society in Chisholm. This is Carly. She is a 2-month-old kitten ready to find a family. Our friends at the shelter tell us she loves to explore, play with her siblings, and loves her toys. If you're looking for a young kitten with tons of energy, she is your girl. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Carly, then you can call the number on your screen. And we have bonus adoptable pets today, this time from Northwoods Humane Society in Hayward. These 3 kittens are Cuddles, Peaches, and Polly. They are young kittens too, at just 3 months old. Shelter staff say they are very social, playing, and snuggly. The people who rescued them want them to find a good home, so their adoption fees are taken care of. If you would like to set up an appointment to adopt Cuddles, Peaches, and Polly, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, President Biden honored 4 Vietnam War veterans with the nation's highest honor today, 50 years after they served. Their story next.
Attention Zantac users. The FDA requested manufacturers to pull Zantac off the market, noting exposure to unacceptable levels of a cancer-causing agent. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with cancer after regular use of Zantac, you might be entitled to financial compensation. If you have any of these cancers, time is critical. Call now for a free consultation. If you don't win, you pay nothing.
Call 800-894-1063.
Hi, Gail King here, inviting you to join us every morning right here on CBS. We'll have the important stories and the interviews, all the news that matters really, and best of all, we'll have a good time together. We like to do that. And now you can find us anytime you want on the new Paramount Plus app. So we'll see you every morning right here on CBS. I thought that one was pretty good.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Like an orange? You do? Here. America needs drivers.
And we're here to help.
What are you learning from Girls on the Run?
Never give up and to always keep trying.
If I'm a parent in your state, I'm like, what's Congress doing? Beyond this gate is actually the border with Ukraine. We've seen people not just opening their hearts to Ukrainian refugees, but their homes. Where will you go?
I'm here for you.
Ernie Johnson and Charles Barkley welcoming you back to Susan's Cubicle here in Accounts Payable.
All that work, just terrible for her posture and circulation.
Are you kidding me? She set herself a reminder to get out of that chair and move.
Uh-oh, it's Karen from the IT department.
But Susan tosses her a no-look wave.
Susan's putting on a clinic.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
Like an orange? You do? Here. America needs drivers.
And we're here to help.
What are you learning from Girls on the Run?
Never give up and to always keep trying.
If I'm a parent in your state, I'm like, what's Congress doing? Beyond this gate is actually the border with Ukraine. We've seen people not just opening their hearts to Ukrainian refugees, but their homes. Where will you go?
I'm here for you.
Construction season has begun here in Minnesota, but some projects are already seeing delays. We'll tell you why coming up.
Showers could last a little while longer, but then a dry period could follow.
Tonight at 6 on Live Local CBS 3.
Today, President Biden awarded 4 men who fought in the Vietnam War the nation's highest honor for military service. The president praised their heroism on the battlefield now, more than 50 years later, saying time has not diminished their bravery. Deborah Alfarone has more from the White House.
At the White House, President Biden gave the Medal of Honor to 4 Vietnam War-era soldiers who went beyond the call of duty.
Today, we're setting the record straight. We're upgrading the awards of 4 soldiers who perform acts of incredible heroism.
Staff Sergeant Edward Kanashiro's son, John, received the award on his behalf. Kanashiro was shot and killed in battle 4 months after bravely repelling an attack on his unit in 1966.
I know that no award can ever make up for the loss of your father, but I hope today that you take some pride and comfort in knowing his valor is finally receiving the full recognition it has always deserved.
From 1968 through 1972, Specialist 5 Dwight Birdwell, Specialist 5 Dennis Fujii, and Major John Duffy all put themselves in harm's way to repel enemy attacks on their units, rejecting medical treatment for their injuries while allowing other wounded troops to flee to safety. During the ceremony, President Biden gave a nod to the federal government's efforts to review the service of Asian Americans, Native Americans, and Pacific Islanders, noting the diverse backgrounds of Tuesday's honorees.
For those who give their best for our country, we'll always, always give our best to you.
Since taking office, President Biden has also awarded the Medal of Honor to 4 other service members. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
Today's ceremony comes just days after the death of Herschel Woody Williams, who was the last surviving Medal of Honor recipient for his service in World War II. He will lie in honor in the U.S. Capitol later this week.
Tonight, we are live from Highland Park, Illinois, with the new details after a 4th of July parade turned into a crime scene. The death toll rises as the investigation unfolds. Tonight, we speak to survivors and witnesses as we learn more about how the suspected gunman evaded police for hours. Plus, as the law enforcement sifts through the suspect's social media presence, what can people do if they see disturbing posts online? And tonight's other top stories, including the severe weather threat with more than 25 million Americans in the path of thunderstorms, high winds, and flash flooding. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. When joint pain or injury becomes too much to bear, turn to Essentia Health's expert team to keep you moving forward.
Healthy Systems USA Black Friday in July sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
The Supreme Court building behind me is once again at the center of a monumental battle. Tonight, a congressional investigation sparked by reporting from CBS News. Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
You scared? You should be. Wednesday.
I'm on the trail of something otherworldly.
Dig into the secrets
Why is this 90% redacted?
of unexplained phenomena. Is there somebody here with us? Mysteries Decoded. New season premieres this Wednesday at 8, 7 Central. Only on the CW.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on Live Local CBS 3.
Healthy Systems USA Black Friday in July sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kevikauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, it was a deadly weekend of gun violence across the country, including the death of a 17-year-old in Duluth on Saturday. Today, Police Chief Mike Tuskin asked the community to help drive down gun violence and urged parents to be involved with their children. Tonight at 6, we have more on community groups aimed at engaging young people and keeping them out of trouble. Also tonight at 6, summer and road construction go hand in hand here in Minnesota, but supply chain issues are keeping some crews from starting their projects. Tonight we have more on the delayed roundabout project on Glenwood, Snively, and Jean Duluth roads that was slated to start today, when workers hope to break ground tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.